The discovery of ancient inscriptions in the Karnataka village of Talagunda has shed light on the history of the Kadamba dynasty. Historians' arguments have been strengthened by the recently excavated epigraphic records of the Talagunda Pranaveshwara temple, which officially advance the date of Karnataka history by at least a century. Kannada is one of the ancient languages of India and the mother tongue of the people in Karnataka. Kannada has been attested epigraphically for about 1.5 millennia, and Kannada has an unbroken literary history of over 1,000 years. The Halmidi inscription is the earliest Kannada inscription, dated 450 of the Common Era. The Anaji inscription, which belongs to about the 5th century, contains a metrical passage that could probably be the first line of Kannada verse. The Kappe Arabhahatta inscription of Badami, dated 7th century, is in Tripdi style, that is, 3-lined verse in Kannada. Belonging to the same period is an inscription in Shravnabelagula, praising a Jaina guru named Nandisena, written in a Vritta meter. From the 6th century onwards, Kannada inscriptions became increasingly popular, and between the 5th and 6th centuries, Kannada began to grow as a cultured language for literary use around the medieval period. Many other inscriptions with Kannada words have been found, like the Brahmagiri edict by Asoka. The modern Kannada language has evolved in several phases over the years. The earliest form of the Kannada language is known as Haleganada, which was transformed from Purvada Haleganada during the reign of Kadambas. The Kadambas were a dynasty that first appeared around the 4th century in the localities of northwestern Karnataka. The Western Ganga was an important ruling dynasty of the ancient Karnataka region that lasted for about 700 years. The Kadamba Ganga nexus led to the evolution of a major trade route between Banavasi and Kolar that passed through the Belur area. The oldest surviving Kannada epigraphs, including Halmidi and Mallohalli, occur at locations on this trade route. Shravnabelagula, which lies to the east of the Belur area, arose as a preeminent node on this trade route and a pivotal center for the use of Kannada in epigraphy. The Halmidi inscription is the oldest known Kannada language inscription in the Kadamba script. Halmidi is a record of the Kadamba dynasty, identified with Kadamba king Kakusthevarman. The very fact that Kannada appeared as early as 5th century gives this record a unique importance, since this inscription is the earliest undisputed document till now known in Kannada. The Kadamba script heralds the birth of a dedicated Kannada script. It, too, is a descendant of the Brahmi script and was developed during the reign of the Kadamba dynasty in the 4th to 6th centuries. The Kadamba script is the first writing system devised specifically for writing Kannada. The Halmidi record of the Kadambas and the Badami cave record of the Chalukyas are the earliest Kannada records announcing royal grants. The use of Kannada for administrative purposes increased during the rule of the Kalyani Chalukyas and later during the period of the Hosla and Yadvas. A majority of the inscriptions in Kannada contain a number of administrative words belonging to these dynasties. A large number of records belonging to Vijayanagara rulers are in Kannada. From the 10th century on, Kannada witnessed continuous development, with various literary forms enriching both the language and literature. Epics written in Champu style, a combination of poetry and prose, became very popular during this period, which flourished for a very long time. Adikavi Pampa, Ranna, Nagchandra, and Gunavarma enriched Kannada literature during this period by using metrical style in their works. The 12th century in the history of Karnataka and Kannada literature is a period of transition and an important epoch. During this time, a new religion called Lingayathism cropped up, which was based on Shaivism, and its followers are referred to as Sharnas. The Sharna Bhakti movement was inspired by the Nayanmars and emphasized personal religious experience over text-based dogmatism. Vachana Sahitya is a type of Kannada rhythmic composition thrived as an element of the Sharna movement. Vachanas are characterized by their simple yet impactful language. The poets employ the native Kannada language to reach the hearts of the common people. The Simaya is the most prominent figure in the history of Vachana literature. Jagajyoti Basava, Allama Prabhu, and Akka Mahadevi laid the foundation for this literary tradition. Vachana in the Kannada language served as a powerful medium to communicate profound spiritual insights and challenge social norms. The early history of Kannada literature is obscured by a dearth of literary sources. Kannada region languages, including Tulu, Konkani, Kudava, Sanketi, and Beri Bhasha, also use Kannada script. Kannada, one of the oldest languages in India, has a continuous literary tradition that dates back more than a millennium.